Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Crazy statement, unopposed, I guess, statement coming from Zelensky. Now, Zelensky is not a person who is trustworthy. Why? Because he said many things that are not quite kosher, if you know what I mean. But he makes a claim, and I suspect, the way I know these guys, that he's not going to provide evidence. I read only the title of this article right here. Ukrainska Pravda, Zelensky says there is information that Putin killed Prigozhin. I suspect that he will not provide any evidence to support his claim. He probably will hide behind, we have the evidence, but I can't disclose how we got the evidence because we will expose our agents, our, assets. Probably that's what's going to be. I didn't read the article, but I'm being around the block a few times. You know how these guys make these kind of statements. Like we have FBI or CIA nowadays. They come and say, your mom is a criminal. And I have the evidence. I can't disclose the evidence. That means I will not support my claim, but you take it as face value and that's going to stand in court because I said so. But you don't have any trust. You lack trust. No, I don't. So we have here Zelensky is going to make a claim, and he expects us to believe him as if he's, Jesus Christ or something. What's going on here? Okay, let's read this article. Maybe he's not going to say that, but I have a gut feeling that he's going to just, our services told us something, or he's not going to give us how he knows that. Why? Because he is a trustworthy person. President Volodymyr Zelensky considers Russian President Vladimir Putin responsible for the death of Yevgeny Prigozhin, founder of the Wagner Group. Okay, let's see the evidence. Source, BBC News, a Russian service, citing the president's statement in Kiev. Quote from Zelensky, I'm quoting. Putin is down as a person and as a politician. He killed Prigozhin. At least we have this information. End quote. Okay, this is a state. You got the information. Tell us, how do you know that? Don't tell us like you told us with the Kakovka. Let's read. Zelensky said that for Ukraine, this is simply one less terrorist. Zelensky also added the morale. I think this is protection, cover lives. And that's it. That's it. This is just background. They tell us what happened. So there's no, exactly what I said. He's not going to provide any evidence. Anybody pushed him? Say, hey, buddy, wait. We function not by the Old Testament here, by the Judeo-Christian law. We function by the Roman law. So if you make an affirmation, you make a statement, you have to back it with evidence, my friend. All right? Bring it on. Where is it? Because remember, I think Zelensky's trust is somewhere at a negative, not even zero, below, like negative. And remember, that's a rule in psychology. One of them is for each lie, I think on average you have to say 9 verifiable truths. That's how you redeem yourself. You come back to being trusted again, trustworthy. So let's say you said, let's say 100 lies. You have to tell about 900 truthful things, verifiable, just to counterbalance. On average, you might find people like me that you don't need 9, you need like 20. So then you got to more than that, you got like 2,000, okay, or something like this. Truthful things, verifiable for, 100 lies. Got that? Something like that. So we got Zelensky who makes a statement. Now remember, in our civilization, it used to be like this. I say something, I provide the evidence, the other guy provides the counter evidence, and you have an impartial judge. Now, imagine that you would have in the United States of America, this is libelous, is that how we call it? When you destroy someone's reputation by making an unsubstantiated claim, unverifiable claim. Remember, it would be like right now someone, let's say Robert F. Kennedy Jr., would say, well, I think that Joe Biden, I'm just exaggerating, played a role. No, he killed my father, Robert Kennedy, in California. He did it. Don't you think that the next question would be, where is your evidence, buddy? And if he doesn't provide the evidence, he's going to be sued and he's going to be reprimanded. That's how we work. This guy was not pushed back by anybody. Nobody said, hey, buddy, how'd you get the information? Well, at least we have the information. Really? But that's the way it works nowadays. It seems like in our civilization. Who are these guys? Who are these guys who are reshaping our way of thinking? Where's logic? Where's the objectivity? Where's the Socratic method? Where's empiricism? Where's the, scientific method? Where are all these things? Where is that principle of not guilty until not innocent until found guilty? Where is that? What's going on with all this? Who are these guys in charge of us? Who are they? We know who they are because we hear them speak. And they are unfortunately on top of us, keeping us. Now remember, this guy made us, this is bad. We can make all kind of claims. And if we don't provide the evidence, we're going to be called liars. Okay? That's how we are. And then you can get in trouble. It depends on who did you hurt. Someone's, how to call it, you affected his personality and so on. In this case, remember when the Ukrainians said that the Russians blew up the Kakhovka Dam on the Dnipro River? Remember that one? What did the West do? None of them asked, okay, where's your evidence? Nobody. This guy, it was a Russian missile. And then I say, no, it was a, they detonated some, a bomb over there or something, whatever they put over there. Remember they said that? And the Russians said, no, it's not true. Actually, the Ukrainians used the missile. But they didn't trust the Russians at all. None of these sides provided the evidence. Just claims, baseless. Because none of them said, okay, this is the radar, this is the None of them didn't even bother. They just took Zelensky's story, the Russians blew it, and now whatever newspaper you take or media or whatever article you read, it's a statement, it's an affirmative statement, a positive. And it's like this. There's no might, could, should, allegedly, report. No, the Russians blew up the Kakhovka Dam. That's how it is. Was that an investigation? Was that evidence provided? Was anything that we do in our civilization being done? No, but these guys ran with it. What's going on with these guys? Imagine those guys who wrote these articles or who did not ask this weasel a question, this right here. Imagine these guys, they are at the receiving end. And someone accuses them of something without providing evidence, arresting them and putting them in jail. Wouldn't they ask for due process? They would definitely yell due process. Where is your evidence, buddy? No, but now they do that and they dump that, vomit that shit on us. And we're supposed to take it. Why? Because they have the power. I read their articles. They don't read my articles. So they have a big megaphone and other people listen to them. Read their shit garbage without question. Wait a second. Where is your evidence? It's a big title here. It's a big title. Look at it. Zelensky, there is information that Putin killed Prigozhin. Pak! That's it. It's a statement. It's not might, could, is information. That is. But if you have the information, why don't you provide it? Well, anyway, the same. Remember, Joe Biden. We normalize idiocracy, a certain kind of civilization that we escaped maybe, 2,500 years ago, when those philosophers in ancient Greek started questioning the gods. Remember, those guys 2,400 years, 500 years ago, 2005, they started questioning the gods. Everybody was like, it's Zeus, thunder. Ooh, what did we do? Oh, God sent locusts. We must have done something wrong. Ooh, let's sacrifice this guy and then we'll have rain. Fuck me, Freddy. The Greeks figured it out 2,500 years ago, and we still work like that. We normalize idiocracy. We go back to this mentality. Jesus Christ of Anyway, I don't want to say voodoo. I don't want to, it's just look at Biden. Remember Biden give a Medal of Honor, I don't know, Purple Heart to that courageous pilot from the Vietnam War era. The guy who did not listen to the orders and went and saved his Americans, his boys. Now that's a hero. Not I come out as this, I have the courage, I'm a hero. You're a fucking no hero. You're not a hero. That guy is a hero. And then what Biden did, he came with a mask to condition us that they're coming, took his mask off, gave this brave American the Purple Heart or whatever it married or whatever it gave him, and then he walked away. Biden doesn't know what's going on around him, and nobody grabbed him by the arm and say, "Hey, mother, go back there." Nobody. He let him just go through the media, go not even where he was supposed to go through. He was supposed to go another way. He went through the media. Watch the video. It's normal. No wonder this guy comes and, or FBI comes and say, your mom is a criminal without providing evidence, but hey, you have to believe him because I say so. Jesus Christ, my friends, what's going on here? Now, I don't know if Putin did that. I don't even care, personally. Because why? All these guys over there are in a little cahoot somewhere. They negotiate. Do you think that they don't negotiate? Do you think that if they wanted, could not take Zelensky out? They could have done it. And maybe vice versa as well. And not only that, it's unbelievable, man. That's between them. Oh, Putin did it. If you want me to go like that, que bono. Putin benefited or Zelensky? Zelensky benefited more from what's his name, Prigozhin's death than Putin. Putin solved his problem. Sent the Wagnerites out. This guy sent him to Africa, and he knew he's going to be shot down by someone one day. Right? Said that. His days are numbered. So, on the contrary, Prigozhin had a problem with Zelensky more than with Putin, because he killed more of Zelensky's people that he sent into war than had a problem with Putin. Remember, Prigozhin did not have a problem with Putin, had a problem with Shoigu and Gerasimov. He was protecting Putin from those guys. What are you talking about? On the contrary, he kicked your butt in Bakhmut. So who benefited out of this guy's death? You more than Putin. Prigozhin visited Putin 6 days, I think, after the insurrection, whatever mutiny. What does that tell you? If Putin wanted that guy dead, he wouldn't have invited him over there. He wouldn't even talk to the guy. Anyway, so again, don't let our civilization turn into that kind of thing. Do not. And present your evidence, my friend. Just saying that, I can say you killed him. With the same evidence. I have the intelligence provided by the Zimbabwean Secret Services. Zimbabwean intelligence services briefed me on that. That's as true as your information. Like this, anyone can claim whatever. I met all the Martians last night. We had a party on the moon. Really? We get to that point with superstition and unprovable or without evidence, claim without evidence? Where are we going back? We're going to burn people on the stake again? We're going to go back to those times? We just got out of them about what? 200 years ago or so. For God's sake, 300 years ago. In some countries, they didn't even pass that yet. There's still a black cat crossing. Oh my God, that's Satan. Jesus Christ, my friends. And this guy comes and tells us we should not fall for these kind of things. Bring the evidence. Otherwise, this guy's at negative with his trust. For me, at least. Anyway, as I said, if Putin killed him, I have nothing with that. And I don't know if Zaluzny or Zelensky or Biden killed him. But like this, it bothers me how these things became like normal. And nobody pushes back on this guy and on Biden. He dives almost every day, like every week, like a soccer goalie. Hop, hop, he dives. And nobody says, oh, something is wrong with this guy. And you have the medical personnel of the White House clearing him, saying that he continues to be fit as the president. License revoked for that weasel. How in the hell you got that job? Well, your nose is brown as shit. Jesus, I'm so... Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.